What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about BNB. You'll see by the title, I think this can still do some gains. I'm not saying out this world gains, but um, I do have some reservations about this, and I want to talk about them more really than the price prediction, um, because this is something. There's some news come out like within the last couple of hours or last few hours regarding proof of reserves. This is something I've been banging on about on this channel non-stop for the last month, so it's really relevant to what I want to discuss today. And this has ramifications for the entire crypto market, so please pay attention to this video. Before I get into it though, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about when I made the channel. They're also the first 26 coins I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in $100 into each of these and ignored them for 2 years, done everything wrong, you would still be in profit for 9.2K from a $2,600 investment, doing everything wrong. If you'd done the right things, though, like I did, if you'd have sold these last year when the markets were rocketing up, $100 into each of these coins could have made you 123 grand. Huge difference between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. As I said, I sold all these off. These are not coins I own. If you want to see my current portfolio, go to copymycrypto.com. On that site, I share my portfolio. I let the members know anytime I buy or sell a coin. I have set up tutorials on the site as well, so anyone that's brand new to crypto can watch those tutorials so they learn how to get involved. A lot of the members have never invested in anything, so those tutorials are step by step. They're the same ones I send friends and family. You'll see this spreadsheet. This is a history of success. In 2020, I did a Udemy course called The Best Cryptocurrency Investment of 2020. It was all about Phantom. I said it would 100x or more. No one on YouTube in 2020 was talking about Phantom. Not a single damn person. And I said 100x or more. It did a 677x. So if you'd put a grand in, you'd have been able to buy a house. 2 grand would have made you a millionaire. I'll find another Phantom. And my plan is to get straight onto the site, tell the members all about it, tell them how much what percent of my portfolio it's going to represent, and they can copy along. That's what Copy My Crypto is. You can copy along to whatever I'm holding because you get real-time information all the time. If that interests you, go to the site and read through it. Everything on the site as well is verifiable. You can go through the history of the YouTube channel. You can see everything that's there was said. So yeah, go to the link on screen, guys. Right, BNB. Currently priced at $243. I do think this can run up to about $1,000. I don't actually think much more. It hit heights of around sort of 670, 600, yeah, about 670 odd bucks, right? $1,000 would put it in a market cap of 150, 100, basically $160 billion. It's a big ask, right? A 4x from where it is puts it a massive market cap. It already is at a massive market cap. But there's a lot of things going for this. First of all, look, it's the token that fuels Binance. If you want to go on Binance and you want discounts, you can use the BNB token for trading and you'll get some discounts. That's obviously good. But obviously BNB became such a bigger thing with their smart chain. You know, this is now a legitimate blockchain and has done pretty incredible things over the past year or over the past 2 years. Absolutely rocketed up in terms of price. You know, just like in 2018 or 2017, it was at 10 cents, you know. Even in sort of 2020, it was only at like $10 or so. So $20, 10, 12. So, you know, did some seriously good gains in the last bull cycle. And look, it's a decentralized blockchain. Um, it is cheap, it's fast. It's ended up being enormous in terms of ecosystem. Um, they've had some problems with hacks. They've had some problems with exploits. Um, they've had some surprising moments of like shutting the network down when there was an exploit as well. which shows that it's not decentralized like so many of us, so many people believed, right? Um, yeah, so it's a really interesting one. Um, there's going to be 200 million tokens. That's the max supply. Um, and when you look at BNB, when you explore the chain, firstly, the BNB chain are hiring. That's always a good sign. The fact that they are hiring in a time where most people are laying off. Um, so you can actually get in touch and try and get a job. Well, that's always a good sign. They have a developer program to incentivize developers to come and build. You get builder grants. These are awarded monthly to builders and projects that can add value to the BNB ecosystem. There's a growth incentive. Um, there's BNB's Chain Kickstart, which is to help projects that are right at the beginning of their journey. You've got advisory support programs that are dedicated to helping projects further in their innovation. You've got trailblazer programs, hackathons. You've got accelerator programs again. You've got European innovation incubators. They are going balls out trying to grow. I respect that. I like to see that. And it does instill a huge amount of confidence that you're going to see real growth in this ecosystem. Now, BNB, one thing that has happened with BNB is it's basically become the place of meme coins. And right now, obviously that they're not having the same volume on that network that they used to have because meme coins are not having those crazy runs anymore because we're not in a bull cycle. Meme coins have those runs in a bull cycle. I have no doubt there'll probably be another meme coin wave in the next bull cycle that will probably kick off in 2024. But their actual ecosystem has grown enormously, absolutely enormously. You can see the just sheer volume of GameFi projects, of categories. I mean, it's unbelievable how fast and how much this has grown, you know? Um, and it's worth paying attention to this because fundamentally there are some projects here or there's some protocols here that people are not that aware of. But when you're looking at the 7-day user base, what you can realize is some of these are played heavily, some of these are used heavily. Obviously, PancakeSwap is the most utilized, but you've got Hooked, you've got GameTough, which has, nearly 400,000 users over the past 7 days. That's a good number. You've got Drip at 66,000. That's a DeFi protocol. Keep an eye on these values. Keep an eye on anything that you're seeing week on week, month on month growing because they're going to obviously have some success. But all in, the Binance ecosystem is growing like wildfire. So of course this can run up to $1,000. That's basically a 4x from where it is. But there is major concerns about proof of reserves. I've said this on all exchanges. Accounting firm Mazars drops all crypto clients. This happened today, including Binance and Crypto.com. Mazars stated that they've paused their activity relating to the provision of proof of reserve reports for entities in the crypto sector due to concerns regarding the way these reports are understood by the public. And I've pointed this out on so many damn occasions. Proof of reserve is not evidence of anything. Because if you don't know the liabilities, the reserves mean nothing. I have repeatedly banged on about this. Mazars noted, proof of reserve reports are performed in accordance with reporting standards relevant to an agreed-upon procedures report. They do not constitute either an assurance or an audit opinion on subject matter. Instead, they report limited findings based on the agreed procedures performed on the subject matter at a historical point in time. As in, we want you to publish information about our accounts, but I only want you to present the information about our reserves, not our liabilities. So they have an agreement that limits the extent to which they will release reports. is only focused on reserves, nothing else. So Mazars' pullback from the crypto market comes as customers and investors seek greater transparency around crypto exchanges in the wake of the FTX collapse. Investors have put a spotlight on Binance, which is obviously the largest crypto exchange, after it delivered a report on Mazars last week, which fell short of showing full transparency. The exchange also temporarily halted withdrawals on stablecoin USDC, citing to daily banking hour constraints during a record period of withdrawals. So there was a big flurry. Yeah. Global communications lead for Binance stated, unfortunately, this means we will not be able to work with Mazars for the moment, while they dropped all crypto clients. Crypto.com also engaged Mazars in November and published this report on December the 7th. And they could not address the accounting firm's decision to pause. We will continue to engage with reputable audit firms in 2023 and beyond as we seek to increase transparency across the industry. KuCoin also had a proof of reserve report by Mazars, and they said it's open to working with any leading and reputable auditor. The problem is, once again, if the agreement for the audit is only to show reserves, that is not transparency, because I don't know your liabilities, bro. If you have $10 billion in reserves, but you have $15 billion in liabilities, that's not good reserves. You limiting the report limits the trust in your exchange. And I have said this for over a month. Nothing in crypto is too big to fail. Binance is not too big to fail. No exchange is too big to fail. After we saw the Lehman Brothers get taken down, after we saw Elron, after we've seen all these things happen over the course of time, people must understand nothing's too big to fail. I don't believe Binance will fail, but they are under scrutiny right now, and they were always going to be. CZ played a very dodgy game with the FTX situation. FTX obviously played a dodgy game with customer funds, but because of the way CZ went about things, he's under scrutiny now. And Binance is under scrutiny, and they should be. You've got to check that these exchanges have the required amount of money to be able to release funds. You've got to know that they're not in huge liabilities like Celsius were, like Voyager were, like BlockFi, like FTX. If they got greedy and screwed with your money, there's a problem. Now, I say all of this. I do believe Binance will be fine, but it doesn't mean you should have your funds on exchanges. Also, like I said, Binance have grown, continue to grow, continue to have incentivization programs coming out of their backside for developers to come and build. I think the Binance the BNB blockchain, the smart chain, is going to grow more and more and more. I think it will be one of the fastest growers over the next few years. And as a result, I do firmly believe this can hit $1,000. But, and I will put a big but here, if they crash, of course they're not. If they have liabilities way, way, way exceeding their reserves, a house of cards is going to come crashing down. Doesn't mean all of crypto is going to die or anything like that, but it does mean a lot of people will get burned if they are in huge liabilities. People have to be careful. Ledgers, Trezors, MetaMasks, secure your stuff. But, and I don't believe Binance are in this situation, but when you are lacking full transparency, you are losing trust. And if there is a bank run on them and they can't, and they're struggling to process withdrawals, there's a problem there. There's a fear there that will become a massive contagion, and the markets will tumble more and more and more. And if Binance as an exchange goes down, BNB as a token will suffer hard. It will never hit $1,000 if Binance's exchange goes down. I don't believe that will happen, but it is not. But it's very possible. That has to be understood. They are not too big to fail. And I've heard a number of YouTubers saying they're too big to fail. That's bullshit. Don't listen to that. That's not true. If your funds are all on there, get them off. Be secure. Be safe with your investments. These are your investments. Think long term. But what do you guys think? Does the fact that the auditor for all of crypto stepping back, does that put any fear in people's minds? Let me know in the comments down below. Um, if your funds on exchanges, I imagine it's not going to put too much fear in anyone's heart. But let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. Videos will make you money. You do not want to miss them. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. On that site, I share my portfolio. I share to the members anytime I buy or sell a coin. On that site, we have tutorials set up. So anyone that is brand new to investing, that haven't invested in anything before, but want to get into crypto can. These tutorials I send to friends, I send to family. This channel, the website, they have a history of success. No one in 2020 talked about Phantom. You won't find a YouTube video talking about Phantom in 2020. I did a Udemy course dedicated to Phantom, saying it was going to 100x or more because I'd done my research and I knew I was right. And I will find another Phantom. And when I do, the members will know about it straight away. They'll know what percentage of my portfolio it's going to represent. They can copy along if they want to. If you want to make those gains, then go read the site and understand everything on that site can be verified. It's all on the YouTube channel's history. So go take a look now, guys, and I'll see you there. Take it easy. Bye-bye.